There is a place on Earth where sunlight dies, where pressure crushes steel, where sound travels farther than sight ever could. And down there, moving through a darkness older than memory, is an animal that should not exist the way it does. It breathes air, but lives where air has no meaning. It hunts where vision is useless. It survives conditions that would instantly kill almost everything else on the planet. Nothing about the sperm whale is normal, and the deeper we follow it, the stranger the story becomes. Imagine holding your breath and sinking. Not a few meters, not even a few hundred. A sperm whale can dive over 2,000 meters, more than 2 kilometers straight down, into a world of crushing pressure and eternal night. Down there, the weight of the ocean presses in with the force of cars stacked on every square inch of your body. Yet the sperm whale doesn't panic. Its lungs collapse on purpose. Unlike humans, whose lungs would rupture, the sperm whale's ribcage folds inward, safely shutting down air spaces to prevent nitrogen poisoning, the condition that causes the bends. But here's the mystery. Scientists still don't fully understand how its tissues survive repeated collapse and reinflation without damage. Each dive should leave scars. Instead, the whale returns again and again, unchanged. This raises a larger question. What does normal biology even mean at these depths? As the whale sinks deeper, sight becomes irrelevant. There is no light to see by. Instead, the sperm whale builds the world with sound. It produces the loudest biological noise on Earth, clicks so powerful they can stun prey. These sounds pass through an enormous oil-filled organ in its head called the spermaceti organ, a structure so bizarre that scientists argued about its purpose for over a century. Is it a sound lens, a pressure regulator, a buoyancy system? The answer seems to be all of the above. The whale clicks, and the darkness responds. Squid appear not as shapes, but as echoes. Distance becomes rhythm, movement becomes vibration. Yet scientists still don't know how sperm whales interpret this sonic map with such precision. What we've discovered only deepens the mystery. Their brains may be processing sound in ways no other mammal does. Down here, the whale doesn't just hear the ocean, it becomes it. Now, the encounter. Somewhere in the black water, the whale finds its primary prey, giant squid, creatures as alien as anything imagined in science fiction. These squid fight back. Their tentacles are lined with suction cups edged in sharp, rotating hooks. Many sperm whales surface with scars, perfect circular marks burned into their skin. These battles happen far below human reach. No one has ever filmed them in full, which leaves us with an unsettling mystery. How many fights does a whale lose, and what adaptations allow it to survive the ones it wins? Even stranger, the whale seems to prefer these dangerous depths, as if risk itself is part of its ecological role. By now, the whale should be suffocating, but instead of oxygen in its lungs, the sperm whale stores oxygen directly in its blood and muscles. Its muscles are dark, almost black, packed with a protein called myoglobin, which binds oxygen like a reserve tank. Heart rate slows, blood flow is rationed, non-essential systems shut down. The whale enters a state closer to controlled hibernation than active swimming. Yet scientists still don't know how its brain remains functional after nearly 2 hours without breathing. In humans, minutes would cause irreversible damage. In the sperm whale, this is routine, which forces a disturbing realization. There are entire physiological states of life we barely understand. And then, the strangest layer of all. Sperm whales are not solitary monsters of the deep. They live in families. They communicate using codas, distinct rhythmic click patterns passed down through generations. These are not random sounds, they are cultural. Different groups speak different dialects. Mothers teach calves how to dive, hunt, and survive. Which raises a haunting question. What kind of intelligence evolves in a world with no light, no landmarks, and no surface reference? What does memory mean when your environment is always changing? We don't know what a sperm whale understands about the world, only that it understands far more than we once believed. The sperm whale surfaces. It exhales, a thunderous breath, and the sky returns. But most of its life happens in places we cannot follow. In the deep, pressure bends biology. Darkness rewrites the rules of perception, and survival demands solutions that feel unnatural. Nothing about the sperm whale is normal, except this. The ocean is still full of worlds we barely comprehend, and some of the most intelligent, extreme lives on Earth are unfolding far below our awareness. We are visitors here, and the deep is keeping its secret.